Minecraft is a game that has forever changed the way games are looked at and appreciated, starting out as a one-person developed passion project and evolving into the most sold game of all time. In this series, I will be playing through every major update throughout the history of Minecraft, beginning in alpha version 1.1.2 and playing through the current version of Minecraft, only moving on once I feel that I have adequately captured what playing the game during that time was like, from Pulsars Jr., X, and Co., all the way to Dream and Technoblade. From Minecraft survival games and UHC to MCC and Twitch rivals. This is my loving tribute to my favorite game of all time. This is the Minecraft Progression Series. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Progression Series. Here we are. Ooh, it's been a while since I've done this. Mentioned at the end of the last one, might be moving back to every other week instead of every week. And that was, let's see, 5 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened between now and then, and we're going to talk about it. I started recording this, I'd say 4 weeks ago, and I decided to scrap it because I didn't really have much accomplished in the world yet. Yeah, I'm over here to look at these trees. I can't remember what we did last time. Probably should have checked, but I didn't. Also, by the way, if I sound a little different, don't adjust your speakers. My mic is on an arm now, something that I wanted to get done for a while. I got it done. I don't think I showed this. I chopped down a bunch of trees over here, so we do finally have wood. Haha. So, yeah, I started recording this a few weeks ago. I decided to just scrap it because, we're, kind of going a different direction now. So, I said before, every other week, that's not gonna happen. It is currently, the October 19th, 2022, So why is that relevant? It's a Wednesday, so I missed this week's recording, but I'm going to try to get this out for next week. If I don't, you'll see how long it's taken me to get this all put together. Because we are going to do something kind of big for this episode, but the reason it's taken me so long is, well, first, work, as I mentioned in the last episode, has been very, very crazy, very busy. Our project ends November 23rd, though, so after November 23rd, or depends how close we cut it to the deadline, I guess, but fingers crossed we'll be done before then, and my schedule will go back to, you know, resembling 40 hours a week, as right now it doesn't. But, in addition to that fact, other problem is the boys went to London. The boys and the thems went to London. That was fantastic. I'm probably going to talk about that a little bit once we get into the project here. I think I'm going the furthest I've been this direction on camera and off, so it's going to get a little framey as we load stuff. Maybe I have been over here. There are mobs. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do today. A lot of sheep over here. Maybe we should do a sheep thing. Can't automate them for a long time though, so what we're going to do is, as we saw last time, you can make bookshelves with 3 pieces of paper instead of, it doesn't require leather like it does in the future. Not sure when they change that, but I want to abuse it while we have the chance. So I've got an idea for kind of a wacky sugarcane farm. I want to put it in the side of one of these mountains because it'll be like a side view profile kind of thing. We're just on at halfway through the day. Okay. But I don't know which mountain will be best. It's not gonna be, it'll be kind of wide because I'm doing something weird with it. I don't even know if what I want to do is gonna work. If it doesn't, then it'll just be a failure, and it'll be put on the side of one of these mountains forever as a decoration. Let's see. Needs to be kind of a big one. Not sure. I might end up looking around off camera, but figured I'd bring you guys along. Wow, surface iron. Maybe that tree, or that tree. Maybe that hill. Kind of out of the way. I plan on doing like a face of glass, and then you'll be able to see into the sugarcane farm. It's gonna be kind of a weird build, but it's unique, let's say, for this version. And I don't want it to be like the main base is gonna be over there. I don't necessarily want it super visible. We could do like a path around the mountain to the base. Let's see how thick this mountain is, and if it's not horribly thin, this might be where we're going. Yeah, this looks like it'll be good. I could do it on this face even, but we've got another plains over there. Still in version 1.0, by the way. Can you see that anywhere? No, they got rid of that, I guess. I know it comes back and it goes away. It goes back and forth. Anyway, I think we're gonna do this mountain. So I'll have to move a bunch of stuff over here and shave that mountain off and everything. And that's probably what I'm gonna talk about London. But yeah, just wanted to do the intro here, talking about what we're gonna do. I'm probably not even gonna do that tonight. Oh, probably not gonna get any work done tonight. I'm probably gonna sort some of my chests and stuff. There's so many sheep here. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go sort out some of the items I'm gonna need. Gonna need a lot of iron and sugarcane, a lot of glass. So probably take a trip over to the desert over there and get all of that sorted. But yeah, wanted to let you guys know. Hopefully this will be up. Let's see, a week from the 19th, so the 26th. I've got something going on the 26th, but I can't think of what it is. That date just stands out to me. I don't know, probably not important. But yeah, hopefully this will be out on the 26th. If it's not, I'm sorry. But, yeah, work in London have taken up a lot of my time, and then everyone getting sick during the London trip made the end of that week kind of hard to work around. But we'll get into that in the building section, which should be next. So I hopefully will see you I don't know, tomorrow, the next day, whenever I record that segment. Interesting. I'm holding down click, but it's only breaking one at a time. That changes eventually. Yeah. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much. I've had one message about the missing progression series. But I think the majority of people that watch this know that I'm very busy, so understandable. In fact, probably everyone that watches this, but you know, one can dream, right? Anyway, I'm rambling on. I will see you guys in a second for you, probably a couple days for me. So, see you then. Alright, so went into a creative world here. Creative doesn't exist in 1.0, so I've gone into a modern creative world here and drawn up the rough thing. I put this together quickly, so the redstone's like super messy, the tracks are super messy, but this is what we're going to attempt to build roughly, cleaned up, and not with this palette, because well, most of these things don't exist. And that being said, I actually need to replace that real quick. So, and I need to replace the sugarcane. They're not called reeds. We'll just do like the top top couple here. So behind these slabs, underneath these slabs rather, is water, which allows us to place reeds on the sand. And we'll come through here, place. And so the idea here is we'll have all of these planted. Is this efficient? Not really. It's kind of more for fun than anything. I just wanted to do something kind of weird with this. So the idea, so we will hop in the minecart, press the button. Awkward. The tracks didn't work. Why is that? There we go. So yeah, and we will ride by and pick up all of the reeds. And we'll pick up the reeds there, reeds here, reeds here, reeds here. Okay, some reeds fell down, so we'll need to probably add a water element in the middle. And then we'll ride the minecart all the way around, and we'll fall back onto the track to reset it. You might need to be like that, maybe. No, I don't know. I'll do some testing the real thing. I might just have to hold W every time. It's, you know, it's whatever. It would be fine. So yeah, basic idea here. Button is connected to both the rail that starts your cart and pushing all of the pistons. Again, redstone's super sloppy. Don't pay attention to that. And yeah, you just push out the block, break the reeds, and there's water on every level. Yeah, pretty straightforward idea, nothing fancy, just kind of a interesting way to collect this in an automated fashion. Yeah, I guess some of these will fly out unless I put like a glass. I made it like a glass tube around, which I could maybe do, and it'd be like a cylinder. I don't know what I'd do in the middle there though. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be roughly this, and then this will be facing the edge of that mountain that we looked at. So, this is once again being recorded very piecemeal. So we'll see. It's currently looking like this might not happen by Wednesday the 26th. So maybe I'll see you next week. Bye. All right. So here we are. We are ready to start working on this. So I picked this hill in one of the clips. I don't know. I have recorded this very out of order, and I don't even know what's going in at this point. It's a mess. So something I haven't recorded yet, that I think if I'm going to do, you should see before this, is the version of the build that I did in Creative to show what we're actually going to be aiming for here. And that will have the actual like dimensions for this. I believe it's going to be 17 wide, 19 high, 19 back. And if that's wrong, I will fix it after. We're going to start with that as our thing. So I went through and harvested all those sheep we saw before, and look at that. That is a lot of wool. I'm going to knock down all these trees in front of this. But before that, and I'm not going to make you watch that either. Oops. We're going to figure out where we're actually going to put this thing. I also brought over some chests and some redstone. So, okay, you can. Okay. You can stack chests now, which is big. I believe that was 1.0 that changed that. Maybe it was before. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done any of this. I thought I heard a zombie. So we can throw all of that in there. Put down 3 bookshelves because that's what we had. Pre-made books. Efficiency 2 for like 8 levels, I think. think 8 levels is what 3 bookshelves get you. In the world of level 50 enchants. Okay, let's knock this one down. I know I just said we're not gonna knock all the trees down, but let me get a view here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna come at this thing, and we're gonna go out on this side, but I'll just build the mountain around it. That's totally fine with me. Maybe not in this one, but it will get done at some point. So we don't need to be too precious with that has been reset. Okay, we don't need to be too precious with the terrain here, because it's gonna get completely reworked anyway. Okay, so I'm thinking 17 is nice because we can make this right here the center. Okay, and then we knock this front layer out. We can get we can start it at like this level, and it'll be a little bit up on everything down there, because there will be stuff built down there in theory. Yeah, anyway, what I was going to talk about while knocking this down, we're not going to do the whole 17 by 19 by 19 because that will take forever. But we're going to talk a little bit about my recent trip to London, and I think a lot of the people that watch this might have been there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So that makes me want to actually drop it a couple more, so we'll do that. But my first time leaving the United States of America, first time leaving the time zone I live in fact, weirdly enough. But first time on a plane, a lot of firsts. But it was a great time. We all got sick at the end. I don't know if I mentioned that. I can't remember what I said in that first clip, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyway, we all got sick towards the end. I'm pretty sure I did say that. This is a horrible video. But yeah, anyway, had a great time. See, that feels a little too low. Whatever. It'll be fine. So, let's see, what did we do? So, day one in London. Flew in overnight. So we got to London very early in the morning, and we just tried to stay up all day. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. Okay. So we'll need to build out to that. So day one was mostly trying to stay awake to not absolutely ruin the sleep sleep schedule while we were there. Day two was the introduction of the old gamer house. Should mention that this trip was so yeah, we'll leave that as that. This trip was the first time that quite a few of us had met, as we've known each other online for many a year. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Fantastic. So that was great. People that I've known for almost a decade now, crazy enough. Hanging out in the house, and all of that. The gamer house. So let's see. Day 2 was everybody arriving to the gamer house. This was in London. Have I mentioned that? God, I'm so tired. I think I have. So that being London, had the first experience with the old Tesco's on day 2. That meal deal, man. They weren't lying. That thing goes crazy. Especially like American prices. It was very, very cheap, and high quality given the price. I'm mining this out like somebody that has no idea what they're doing, by the way, but that's okay. And I am going to need way more shovels. But yeah, so that was pretty much day 1. Nothing special. I can't remember. We went back to the house. Did we board game that night? I don't remember. It's also been a few weeks since London, so I've forgotten quite a bit about it. But sure we did something. Then day 3 of the London adventure was Monday. So that was the day we did that was the day we did a riverboat tour of that cool river in London, with the bridge and the clock and whatnot. Had a great old tour guide for that, and I agree with all of the opinions that he expressed on that tour. So that's all we really need to say about that. And let's see. After that, we did the London Eye, which was great. Well, half of it was great. They're going up, and you get to the top, and you take all your pictures. That's cool. Coming down, kind of lackluster. But you know, it's a Ferris wheel. What do you expect? Normally, I actually think I might be kind of over my fear of heights. I had a really bad fear of heights when I was young, but the plane, the eye, none of that, didn't get that at all. So I don't know, maybe I'm over that now. Who's to say? And then after we did the eye, we did the old oh, we did Nando's. Had a cheeky Nand. So that was really good. That was probably would I say this? Let me think. I think Nando's might be the food that I enjoyed most out of the London cuisine, quote unquote, even though it's not really, which is real messed up because like there are several Nando's like very close to me. Like I passed 2 on the way to the airport to get there, so you know, I guess something that I wouldn't have tried probably otherwise, but it was really good. And then let's see. after the Nando's, we, oh, I know, should talk a little bit about, our horrible Airbnb, with the, just a horribly ruined upstairs bathroom, and, let's see, there was a bedroom not connected to the rest of the house. You had to go through the garden to get into it. The garden, which was connected. Okay, that's interesting. You can't click on the bed from above. The garden. These pigs, man. I gotta kill these pigs. The footsteps scare me. The garden, which was connected via a horrible locking door that I couldn't figure out how to use. Good thing I wasn't the one living out there. Also, this efficiency 2 pick feels no faster than the efficiency 1, which is weird. But it featured a sliding door, which was completely broken, with a sign posted up by management, I guess. Said it was broken, so that's very cool. And let's see, my biggest problem, we've run into some issues with the sink situation that I won't get into, but the thing that's worse to me, the towel situation for the urban was that they had a cleaning person come in between rentals and you know, clean it up before we got in, or well, they're supposed to, but all of the towels we discovered when we started talking about you know, shower times and whatnot, we went looking for towels and couldn't find them, which is weird. So I said, you know what, when I was exploring my room, there was a washing machine in the closet. Let's take a look at that. And the washing machine had a pile of wet towels in it, not run. And there were also 2 bags of wet towels just sitting next to the combination washer dryer, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently has existed for quite a while. So yeah, you know, that's kind of annoying. We were there while the cleaning person was there briefly, so you know, it would have been nice if we were given a heads up about this at least, because you know, we were gonna figure it out eventually. But you know, this isn't a big deal. You throw it in the wash. Like, what's the problem with this? There was no materials left to perform the wash function. No soap or anything, which is just like kind of an unforgivable offense in my mind. Like, what are we even doing at this point, right? But yeah, that I don't even know what I don't even know what to say about that. Just some of the, I don't even know. I don't want to say too much, but just a horrible experience. And the house was nice, you know, other than these couple things and our disputes with the owners over the conditions of the place. But yeah, not great. Would not engage in business with them again. But, you know, that's fine. Airbnb's kind of destroyed the housing market anyway, so leave them out to dry in this in these trying times. Anyway, all of this to say, day 3 pretty good other than the towels. Day 4. What did we do on day 4? Was day 4... What was day 4? Was day 4 the music? No. Day 4 must have been the night of heavy drinking. What did we do? Did we not do anything? We must have done something. I don't know. You know what? Let me check the schedule. So, let me go to our Discord events. God, we talked a lot in there since. Oh, that's what it was. We did the, a couple of escape rooms. There were, 9 of us originally, but 8 of us went to the escape room. I completely forgot about the escape room. That's crazy. That was a great part. It kind of gets overshadowed, by other stuff, I guess. But we did, we ended up splitting the group into 2 escape rooms. And splitting the group in half and doing 2 escape rooms. I wasn't super happy with my performance in the old escape room, though, I must admit. I've done quite a few in the past, and I was not as helpful as I could have been. I was just wasn't doing great. But, you know, whatever, I guess. So we did the escape room. Both groups succeeded. My group won out slightly, but we did use a hint because we hit a puzzle that we just weren't understanding, and the other team did not use a hint, but they lost slightly. So it's kind of up in the air on who won. I think had we not used the hint, we would have been stuck for longer than it took them to finish, so really they probably won. But group I was with, we were on pace to have a record time on completing the room until we hit that point that stunned us, which is kind of annoying, but you know. Again, I didn't feel I was not playing to the best of my abilities regardless, so I'm not too torn up about it, really. Yeah, that was Thursday morning. Then we did something for lunch. Oh, we had the world famous Cock, a I guess pub cocktail bar. Saw the sign, had to go in. Resulted in one of the worst food blunders I've ever seen. Hard to kind of describe. One of those things you really had to be there, but we had some real horrible, like, food service luck all weekend long, really. Just some horrible blunders from everybody. Just every place we went had a horrible blunder. I'm looking at the clock. I've been talking for 21 minutes. It's feeling like a stream. I gotta motor through this the rest of the week here. So we had the world famous Cock. It was all right. Not the best place, not the worst place. Do inventory here. So then after that, we went home. We did a trivia night. Played a little game of Not Jeopardy. And it was cool. Again, my team was winning that for a little bit, despite being horribly outclassed in the late game. We were winning for the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 go-arounds, and then everything started to fall apart for us. That's okay, it was about the fun anyway. Then we had a movie night planned, but that didn't work out, so we just did movies at the old house. and that resulted in a drinking game. And I started to feel sick Wednesday night after a little bit of drinking. I don't really drink very often. So this trip took place the first week of October 2022. Last time I drank would have been like one of the middle weeks of June 2022. So like 4 months ish. And the last time before that, it was probably like a year. So I like never drink, so I always kind of have a bad time when I do, for the most part. But yeah, everybody else had a good time, I think. Then the next day, we did a couple of museums, little museum crawl. Ooh, I don't know what the museums are called right off. I could go. I'm not going to pull up the thing again, but they were 2 museums. Natural Science Museum? Natural History Museum? I don't know. There was some cool stuff. Big dinosaurs. Saw a giraffe skeleton. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a giraffe in real life. Giraffe's my favorite animal, by the way. Christmas coming up, if you're looking to buy me a gift. Yeah, we did museums. Had another cheeky Tesco meal deal there. My feet were just the most tired they've ever been. That's not true, but it was pretty bad. After walking around all day, came home. Let's see, we did fish and chips for dinner on the Tuesday. I should have mentioned. On this day, I don't remember what we did. I was Chinese? No, we must have done Chinese. Chinese must have been Monday, so I don't know. It's getting too complicated. Getting too complicated and too long, so we did the museums, then I think we just kind of hung out for the rest of the night. Then Thursday was school day. We did what did we do in the morning? All right, I'm consulting the schedule. I said I wasn't, but Natural History and Science Museums. Natural History and Science Museum were what we did. So I was correct in what I guessed. So we actually we didn't do anything Thursday morning, but then we went and saw the musical 6 live Thursday evening, which was fantastic. I was pretty sick at this point. Thursday was the day that I started being really sick. I think most people weren't really sick until after we had all split, but this is the day that things started going badly for me. After 6, we went out to a nice dinner where I started eating, and then immediately I was just I felt damn seasick. It was just horrible. Which, you know, led to, I'm gonna say wacky events transpiring. Not really, I just felt bad the rest of the night. Went to bed early. Yeah, nothing too wacky. Got a dessert that said happy birthday on it. Not me, but another one of our hilarious food blunders. Oh, we did the pub crawl after the museums. That's the pub stumble, or whatever they were calling it. We only went to one pub. It was supposed to be a crawl, but first place was a little pricey. Then so Thursday, come back. Friday morning, went to a card shop. Not everybody. This was something that I wanted to do because avid card game collector and player, so wanted to check out a store in London, and there was one not super far from us, kind of London far. Took a while to get there and back. Didn't see anything super amazing when we were there. I bought a couple things just because, you know, to make the trip worth it. And actually, did very well on the pulls there. Got some stuff I was looking for. So got lucky there. Whoa. That's right. Okay, the pickaxe mines dirt very quickly with the efficiency. Also, I'm gonna have to go back to base and get another set of tools here. Another thing, I'm gonna have to go to the swamp and farm slimes at some point. Again, not gonna make you watch that. Probably. We'll see. But yeah, then Friday night. Let's see. No, that was Thursday that we went to the card store. Must have been, because I wasn't full sick yet. Was it? I don't remember. We went to a card store at some point. I could check my bank statement and give you an assured answer, but whatever. It must have been, because Friday morning they went and did... Okay, awkward cut. The recording just stopped. I got a pop-up that said recording error. I just looked, the clip saved. It would really suck if it didn't. But to continue my point here, I'll try to wrap this up quickly. They did a full English on Friday. I did not go because I was exhausted, slept in. Came out, watched them play a little Smash, then I took a nap. And then we just did some general chillery on Friday. Nothing super interesting that anybody cares about. But then I ended up getting about 3 hours of sleep because I got up Saturday morning, packed my bags, and left the house at the ripe time of like 6:50, 7 o'clock ish to get to the airport. Got to the airport, was in security for like an hour and a half, I think. Got through. I left early to plan for the possibility that security was bad. Saw a lady nearly get leave thrown off her flight, perhaps banned from the airport for giving the security people some trouble. That was kind of weird. Nothing else really of note happened in the airport. But waited. After getting through security, I was about an hour ahead of my plane. Sat and waited for the plane. No, I was more than an hour ahead of my plane. I don't know how far ahead I was, but more than an hour for sure. Okay, there we go. Both tools broken. Let's go run back and make some more. Yeah, waited for the plane, got on the plane, flew the long 8 hours back here. Should I empty my inventory? My sheep aren't eating. They might not be loaded. I'm not sure how far load distance is in this version. Flew the long 8-hour trip back home. Took a very expensive Uber back to my house. And then I yeah, came home, cleaned all my stuff out, and fell asleep at 8 p.m. because I had been up for many hours, given the time zone difference. So yeah, that's the London trip. London Boys 2022, spelled with a I and a Z. Listen to me, Z. Regular foreign aficionado. Yeah, great trip. I'd like to do a trip again next year, not during my busy work season, which actually ended up being fine. Other people chipped in on my work while I was gone, which is nice. So yeah, pretty great time overall. And now I'm here doing this, and I'm so thrilled about it. There's those bookshelves I was talking about. Yeah, that's the recap of the story. I'm sure most of you were watching, if not all of you that were watching, were there, so you knew about all that. And those that didn't probably don't care, or those that weren't probably don't care, even. But that's okay. Thanks for listening anyway. I'll make 2 of each, even though that's definitely not enough. Yeah, maybe next year I'll talk about another trip. But I have talked for a very long time. This could be a long episode just because of that ramble fest. I think I'm going to finish that up. I've got a ton to do. We'll see if it's done by Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe I'll give an update in one of the other clips if I end up putting them in here. Yeah, I'll see you guys when it's all done. So thanks for listening to the rambles. Hey everybody, small update here. I've been working for a couple hours, and this is as far as I've got. So a couple things. In the amount of time that I've been working on this, I set up a little farm, and those are starting to fully grow, so that's good. Hopefully when we get this thing built out, it'll start producing a little better than, I don't know. But anyway, I drew up the design and creative. You probably saw that earlier at some point, I don't know. I've had bits from this that I've cut, so I don't know what I've said. One of those bits was, running around for several nights slime hunting in that swamp. And I don't have any let's see. Okay, there's not a mob killed stat yet, but no slimes. Haven't found a single one. Ran around for like 3 nights. I was gonna like clip together a little montage thing, but yeah, I think it's possible. I googled it. It looks like slimes can spawn in this version, but I think that one's too high. It's like the height on it is awkward. It's just like it's on the high end of slime spawning. So I checked a slime tracker, and I found actually a place where we can get like a 4 chunk, but they're not all connected exactly right. So we can maybe go set up like a little farming operation, but that's kind of like, you know, that'll be a whole thing onto itself. I think it'll actually be somewhat near here. I think it was either Neg or Negpause. So I mean, if we can put it near here, that'd be cool. But yeah, unless I want to delay this by quite a bit more, that's not going to happen. So I've just pushed the pistons up one. That doesn't really change the redstone any. I can run it the same. It actually makes it more compact, but I think it looks worse. But we've got the spruce in. I'm just going with, we don't have much of a palette available to us here, so I'm just going with stone bricks, the spruce, the oak, and then the exposed pistons. I haven't put any of the rails in or anything. I'm building up, and then I'm gonna go back through and do all the redstone at once. I'd also like to get some glowstone in here. Maybe hide it behind trapdoors in the. Well, I don't know. I can't really put it in the post because it would cover where the where the reeds grow. I don't know. I don't think you can place rails on glowstone for like a long time, so I don't know that that's really an option either. But regardless, you don't care about that because I'm probably going to end up I don't know. This is probably the last thing you'll see before the big finale and smelting up bunch of iron and a bunch of stone here. I need to go get more coal and also gold because I forgot to bring it over. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, I extended it a little bit, so we're doing 13 on each side at a time instead of 10 like I had in the creative world, because the way that I measured it, like I could technically, like, it was extended because of the redstone on this side, and I can technically like hook it further into the mountain because where we built it. It's more like it's the height that's the problem, because this mountain's a little, it's just high around here. Like the floor level is high because we're like kind of in a mountain. But yeah, there's actually I'll show you, when you walk up on this from the swamp, you get that like cool, imagine that's not there, you get that cool giant cutout of the mountain. It's really sick. I actually don't think I showed you guys the whole thing being dug out, but it is it's pretty big. I went through quite a few tools, but yeah, we're making progress. So hopefully you should, the next thing you see should be it done. Oh man, guys, this has been a bad experience. So here we are. We've got a mostly finished product. I'm not super happy. We need to knock that ladder down. I forgot about that. But here we are. We are mostly done. Right here is a collection for the things that get hit down. Most of the plants are grown. So figured we'd take a look. Also, I need to figure out a better way to get up into this, and also this is gonna get cleaned up. Why is it like this? I'm so tired of working on this. Some fun facts about Minecraft. So that thing I said about slimes, yeah, they don't spawn in swamps yet. You guys know old redstone used to not go as far? I forgot about that one. Real messed up stuff. Yeah. You know why, here. This is where the drop down is. Obviously, we're like right, like that is outside. So I need to clean this up, obviously make this better. But, we could drop down, hit the click while we're in there. Hey, why is there a strip of, stone here? That's weird. Want to know why? You really want to know why? It's because this button won't work if there's not a solid block there. Glass doesn't count. But anyway, this is what it's all been about. Music comes back on every time I restart the game, by the way. Alright, we'll put our sounds way down. Broke all of the diamond stuff I was using. I think I was just using picks, actually, but broke them. I've set my inventory up. I'm back to using stew as my primary food source. It's desperate times here. I'm about to go caving, though, and start working on the next episode, but just real quick, gonna show you all how trying to break that habit, how this works. Ended up not doing the sticky pistons. Maybe I'll switch them out at some point. Probably not. This project has taken me so long at this point. But anyway, here we go. We keep going. We'll need to grab those few reeds at the start that don't quite make it, but we'll be going back up there anyway. As you can see, reeds that got pushed too far are getting knocked down, and then we come up here, and the just a horrible thing, little glass elevator, and boom, dropped us right back on the thing. One small problem with this, you do have to break your way out of the minecart. You can't just like click it or like shift out. That doesn't exist yet, so that's kind of annoying. But we can drop down and collect what we have left. Hoppers don't exist and won't exist until 1.4, 5? I don't remember. So we got to do a manual collection. But yeah, project turned out okay, all things considered. Again, need to clean the cliff up a little bit. But we have started the process of moving over into this little area. I guess I can rip that little reed farm out too. Yeah, I looked up the coordinates for that slime chunk, so I'd like to go. I'm gonna go do some caving around there, and we'll see what happens with that. Slime farms at this point are not good at all, though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. And if you want to know what I'm gonna do, you'll have to wait until the next episode. And I'm really looking for a spawner because I'd like to get our enchantments going in the next one. But if you want to see what's going on in that next one, I invite you to come back to what's the name of this? I don't think I have a YouTube URL. Come back here. This place where you are right now. Hey, click that little subscribe button. Maybe that notification bell. Because this thing that I said is going to be happening every week, every 2 weeks, that's not going to happen. The amount of time that this thing took, there's no way this is every 2 weeks anymore. The efficiency of collecting stuff is just not there. It takes me forever to get both the resources and like get this thing built. There's also like there's no building blocks really, so like there's going to be a lot of wood and stone being used in these builds still, unfortunately. But, you know, the thing about progression, another update's coming soon. Not in the next one. We're going to stay in 1.0 for a while. We've got plenty more to do. But, until next time, have a great day, stay safe, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.